Meanwhile, hundreds gathered at the Waikoloa Beach Marriott to debate the fate of 181 shoreline acres in Kona at a state land use commission hearing. Midland Pacific Building Corp., the developers of the proposed Ooma beachside village, are asking the commission to change the land use designation for the property from conservation to urban. Public testimony was varied.
We support the unprecedented coastal setback. More than a third of the beachside village will be left in open space, and up to 1,700 feet back from the shoreline. We've seen for 30 years shoreline projects that limit and restrict our access to the ocean, and having to go through security to get to the ocean is unacceptable. This open project really is a good project.
The developer purchased this property knowing it was zoned in conservation. Now they want to change the zoning in the interest of profit. I believe it is purely speculation. They intend to profit off the increase in the property value if the reclassification is approved.
This will help me provide for my family in a dignified way if we get this ball rolling as far as the Ooma project, and I support that project. So.
Say no. One time, say no. And let us have our conservation land. We need it. We don't need any more developments. There's plenty. Oh, we've got to have more houses, the previous guy just said. There's so many places for houses up above Costco. How many houses are going up above there?
Besides traffic and open space preservation concerns, some residents worried about the proximity of the project to the Kona International Airport and the noise impact on future residents.
Increased population and increased air flights will increase the noise at Ooma. That's a given. Air traffic has steadily increased from 508,000 passengers in 1970 to over 3 million passengers in 2006. This is an average increase of 70,000 passengers per year. As flight traffic increases the noise in this area will become less desirable for people to live in these homes, causing demand to diminish for properties, and property values will fall. People will be unable to sell and will be stuck in their homes.
Are there mitigation measures that you would recommend for this project? Know what it is.
I think the problem is the typical noise mitigation that is done. The first level is sound insulation. I'm not an expert in sound, but I do have some knowledge of how it works. Once you have an opening, it blows the insulation. So that means you open your window, the insulation does no good. We don't live in houses here with our windows closed and the air conditioning on. I don't know about anybody else, but I can't afford to do it. And we don't want that. We don't want that in Hawaii, and it doesn't work here.
The Land Use Commission's decision on Ooma has not yet been announced.